Hello students, today we will discuss the linked paragraph questions related to the chapter ellipse. So to solve the paragraph questions we have to know the more concept related to the ellipse. So let us see the paragraph questions. So for that we study the given paragraph. From this paragraph we have to answer these questions. So let us see the paragraph. Consider the ellipse whose major and minor axes are x-axis and y-axis respectively. So for that ellipse, major axis is x-axis and minor axis is your y-axis. Phi is the angle between CP and the normal at P on the ellipse. What is that? Phi is the angle between the line joining of CP and the normal at P on the ellipse, and the greatest value of tan phi is 3/4, that is given to you. What is C? C is the center of the ellipse. Also given that the length of the semi-major axis is 10 units. So with the help of this concept or the paragraph, we have to solve the problems, the following problems. The first one is you have to find out the eccentricity of the ellipse. So by reading the paragraph, the first question is you have to find the eccentricity of that ellipse. So let us try to draw the figure for the given paragraph. This is your ellipse. Its major axis is along x-axis, minor axis along y-axis. Its point of intersection is center. It is given as C. Let P be any point on the ellipse. Now join CP. This is your CP. And you have to draw the normal at P to the ellipse. So this is tangent at that point. This is the corresponding normal at P to the ellipse. What is that angle? This is phi is the angle between the line joining of CP and normal at P. Moreover, given that the maximum value of tan phi is 3/4. Then for the first question, that is you have to find out the eccentricity of the ellipse. Suppose the coordinates of P are a cos theta comma b sin theta. This is the point P. So any point on the ellipse is a cos theta comma b sin theta. Let C is equals to 0 comma 0. Center of the ellipse is 0 comma 0. Now what about slope of CP? Slope of CP is equals to b sin theta by a cos theta, that is b by a tan theta. This is slope of CP, say m1. Again, you can write the equation of normal at P. What is the equation of normal at P? Ax by cos theta minus by by sin theta is equals to a square minus b square. This is the equation of normal at P to the ellipse. Now, can you find the slope of this line or not? M2 is equals to minus x coefficient by y coefficient. What is that? Minus a cos theta by minus b by sin theta. Minus a by cos theta by minus b by sin theta. So it is nothing but a by b tan theta. What is m1? B by a tan theta. This is m2 a by b tan theta. Can you write tan phi or not? Phi is the angle between these two lines. Then you can write tan phi as m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 or m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. A by b tan theta minus b by a tan theta by 1 plus a square by b square, or sorry, m1 m2, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 this is AB, this is BA, cancel out, tan square theta is there. M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1 M2. A by B by A gets cancelled, tan square theta is there. So A by B minus B by A into tan theta by secant square theta. This is by secant square theta. On simplifying this one, A square minus B square by AB, A square minus B square by AB times of tan theta into cos square theta. So when you the secant square theta coming to the numerator, that becomes cos square theta. This is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. So we can write this one as A square minus B square by AB times of sin theta into cos theta. A square minus B square by AB into sin theta into cos theta. Multiplying divided by 2, we get A square minus B square, A square minus B square by 2AB into 2 sin theta cos theta. It is nothing but sin 2 theta. 2 sin theta cos theta, replace this one by sin 2 theta. Okay. Now what is the maximum for this? A square minus B square by 2AB into sin 2 theta. When sin 2 theta is 1, that becomes maximum. So tan phi is maximum when sin 2 theta is equals to 1. So the maximum value is what? A square minus B square by 2AB. That is given that 3 by 4. Maximum value is 3 by 4. They are given to you. So equate that maximum value to 3 by 4. Now we equate the maximum value to 3 by 4, and from that you have to find out the eccentricity of the ellipse. Okay. Now what is the maximum value? A square minus B square by 2AB. By taking sin 2 theta as 1, then only the maximum value obtained, because the sin 2 theta maximum value is 1. Now is equals to 3 by 4 they are given to you. This is 3 by 4. It's cancel out 2 times. A square minus B square by AB is equals to 3 by 2. Now we have to evaluate the value of E from this equation itself. How to evaluate that one? All of you know that A square minus B square is equals to A square E square by AB is equals to 3 by 2. One A gets cancelled. You have E square is equals to B by A, 3 by 2 times of B by A. Again squaring this one, you have E power 4 is equals to 3 by 2 whole square into B square by A square. So B square by A square is nothing but what? 1 minus E square. Now see this one. E power 4 is equals to 9 by 4 times of B square by A square. It is nothing but 1 minus E square. 4 E power 4 is equal to 9 minus 9 E square. Implies 4 E power 4 plus 9 E square minus 9 equals to 0. 4 nines minus 36. 12 3 is 36. 4 e power 4 plus 12 e square minus 3 e square minus 9 equals to 0. So you can common 3 e square from here, that is 2 e square. 2 e square plus 6 minus 3 times of e square minus 3. This is nothing but 4 nines 36 12 threes. So you can common 4. You can common 4 ones and 4 threes are there. Now 4 e square into e square plus 3 minus 3 times of e square plus 3 equal to 0. Now e square plus 3 never 0. 4 e square equals to 3. E square is equals to 3 by 4. The value of e is equals to root 3 by 2. So the eccentricity of the ellipse is just root 3 by 2. So just by reading the question itself, you can easily crack this one. So maximum value of tan phi is given to you, that is 3 by 4 units. Equate that maximum value a square minus b square by 2ab to 3 by 4. From that, on simplifying, we get the eccentricity as root 3 by 2. Okay. Next. So for the same paragraph, the next question is like that. Semi-major axis 10 units. The rectangle is inscribed in the, these are the options for the above question. There is nothing here. Rectangle is inscribed in the ellipse whose sides are parallel to the coordinate axis. Then the maximum area of the rectangle is what? These are the options. This is the paragraph. This is the question. Its options are like that. So rectangle is inscribed in the ellipse whose sides are parallel to the coordinate axis. Then maximum area of the rectangle is what? That is the question. So in the previous question, what is the eccentricity we obtained? Eccentricity E is equals to root 3 by 2 and A is also given to you. Semi-major axis given to you. Eccentricity E is equals to, A is equals to 10. That is what? Semi-major axis A is equals to 10. We have B square is equals to A square minus A square E square. What is your A square? 100 minus A square means again 100 into E square, that is 3 by 4. So 25 times, that is 75. B square is nothing but 25. So your ellipse is x square by A square 100 plus y square by b square 25 equal to 1. Maximum area of the rectangle that can be inscribed in the ellipse is what? 2ab. All of you know that one. Because by taking the parametric equations x equal to a cos theta, y equal to b sin theta itself, we proved that one as the maximum area of the rectangle that can be inscribed in the ellipse is 2ab. So it is nothing but 2 times of a is 10, b is 5, 52s are 100 square units. So 100 square units is the area, that is maximum area which is inscribed in the obtained ellipse. Understand? Next question. This is the same paragraph. For that paragraph, the locus of the point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to the ellipse is what they are asking. So once if you have the equation of ellipse, you can write that director circle. What is the director circle? Director circle is nothing but locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to the ellipse. What is its equation? X square plus y square is equals to a square plus b square. So your a square is what? 100. B square is equals to 25. You know the values from the above problem. So your answer is what? X square plus y square is equals to 100 plus 25. Your answer is 125. So the equation of director circle is x square plus y square equal to 125. This is the locus of the point of intersection of the perpendicular tangents to the hyperbola. Ellipse. The entire paragraph question is like that. Once if you know the maximum value, equate that one to the 3 by 4, you have relation between A and B. From that relation, you calculate the eccentricity. Once if you get the eccentricity, they are given the value of A. From that, you can calculate easily the value of B. From that, you can write the B square value. Once you have A square and B square value, the remaining thing is nothing here. The one question is related to the director circle is given to you, and another question is also very simple. So just by crack the first question itself, we can do the remaining two questions also. So only the intention is you have to find out the A relation between A and B by equating the maximum of tan phi to 3 by 4. So to get the maximum value, you write a sin 2 theta as 1. From that you have a square minus b square by 2ab as 3 by 4. From that relation you have to find out the values of A and B itself. You can write the equations, that is the director circle equation and the middle question. You can easily crack the paragraph questions. So this is the paragraph. Let us move for the another paragraph. This is the next paragraph. So we have to study the paragraph and answer the following questions. So read the paragraph. For all real p, the line 2px plus y into root of 1 minus p square is equals to 1 touches a fixed ellipse whose axes are the coordinate axes. This is the paragraph for you. From that paragraph you have to crack the questions. This is the first question. What is the eccentricity of that ellipse? So for all real values of p, this is the line 2px plus y, 2px plus y into root of 1 minus p square is equals to 1 is tangent to the ellipse whose axes are the coordinate axis. Suppose your ellipse is taken as x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. Now all of you know that the parametric equation in the form of parametric form for the tangent equation is what? X by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta is equals to 1. So let p is equals to cos theta. Then 1 minus p square under root is nothing but sin theta. Am I correct or not? Therefore 2 cos theta into x plus y into sin theta is equals to 1. Now x by 1 by 2 cos theta we are making in that form, x by 1 by 2 cos theta plus y by 1 into sin theta is equal to 1. What is of the form? X by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equals to 1. What is a? 1 by 2. What is b? 1. So can you write the equation of ellipse or not? The ellipse is x square by a square, that is 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equal to 1. This is the equation of the ellipse in the standard form by taking the tangent equation itself. Just by taking x equal to cos theta, immediately it becomes sin theta. You can write the corresponding equation of the ellipse. What is the equation of ellipse? X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equals to 1, my dears. From that, can you calculate the eccentricity or not? You can easily calculate this one. This is a less than b case. Eccentricity is equals to root of b square minus a square. 1 minus 1 by 4 by 1. B square minus a square by b square. That is equals to 3 by 4. It is nothing but root 3 by 2. So the eccentricity of the ellipse is root 3 by 2. So this is the tangent equation. From that tangent, you have to imagine that one. P is cos theta. Then root of 1 minus p square is nothing but sin theta. From that you make it in the form of x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equal to 1. From this equation itself, you can easily write the corresponding equation of the ellipse. From that you can easily calculate the eccentricity of the ellipse. Okay. Next, what is the next question for the same paragraph? Let us see. This is the same paragraph. The corresponding second question is, the foci of the ellipse are what? Once if you have the equation of ellipse, you can write all these things. What is your ellipse equation? X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equals to 1. This is the ellipse. What we obtained here. See here, this is the ellipse. X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 equal to 1. X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equals to 1. X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equals to 1. We have to write the foci. here a less than b case, the foci are 0 comma plus or minus b. It is nothing but 0 comma plus or minus root of b square minus a square. 0 comma plus or minus root of b square means 1 minus a square means 1 by 4. This is a square, this is b square. So we can write 0 comma plus or minus root 3 by 2. So this is not correct, this is also not correct, this is also not correct. So the answer is none of these. 0 comma plus or minus root 3 by 2. These are the foci. Once if you have the equation of ellipse, you can easily write the foci. This is a less than b case. This is the focus. 0 comma root b square minus a square, and another focus is 0 comma minus root b square minus a square. So the ellipse is like this. Now let us move for the next question for the same paragraph question. This is the same paragraph. The question is like that. The locus of the point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. That is nothing but what? Director circle. Locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents to the ellipse is its corresponding director circle. That is x square plus y square is equals to what? A square plus b square. Your ellipse equation is what? X square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1 is equals to 1 you have. So this is a square, this is your b square, you just add them. 1 by 4 plus 1, it is nothing but 5 by 4. So your director circle equation is x square plus y square is equals to 5 by 4. This is the locus of the point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. So one and only concept is involved in this entire paragraph. You have to make this line equation in the form of x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equal to 1 itself. You can crack that one. So once if you have x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equal to 1, from that you can write the equation of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Once if you have the ellipse in your hand for both a greater than b or a less than b case, you write center, vertices, foci, directrix, whatever it may be. The director circle also, you can easily crack that one. So only one thing is you have to choose p as cos theta and root 1 minus p square. Immediately we obtain that one as sin theta. Okay. We will move for the next paragraph. This is the another paragraph. Let s and s dash be the foci of the ellipse, that is x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, whose eccentricity is e. What are s and s dash? Foci of the ellipse, that is in the standard form. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, whose eccentricity is e. P is a variable point on the ellipse. Consider the locus of incenter of the triangle PSS dash. You have to find out the locus of the incenter of the triangle. The locus of incenter is what? Ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, a circle. This is the question. Incenter means what? The locus of incenter is nothing but the point of concurrence of the internal angular bisectors of triangle. What is the triangle here? S, S dash, and P is a variable point on the ellipse. So just to draw the rough diagram. This is the ellipse. Foci are S and S dash. This is my point P on the ellipse. This is varying because S and S dash are fixed even though P is moving on the circumference of the ellipse. So we have different triangles. For each and every triangle there exists one incenter. You collect all the incenters, we get some locus. What is that locus they are asking? So this is the incenter, the point of concurrence of the internal angular bisectors. We know the formula for the incenter. What is that? Ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c comma ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. So just I elaborate the triangle. This is what? Any general point on the ellipse, that is a cos theta comma b sin theta. This is the focus AE comma 0. This is the another focus minus AE comma 0. Understand? Now, what is the distance from here to here? That is 2AE. What is the distance from here to here? That is the focal distance of the point P. The corresponding focus is S dash, that is minus AE comma 0. A plus or minus EX1. The focal distance formula is A plus or minus EX1. Here x1 is A cos theta. A plus or minus E into A cos theta. For S dash you have to take plus, for S you have to take minus. So A into 1 plus E cos theta is the one focal distance. A into 1 plus E cos theta is the focal distance. Here A into 1 minus E cos theta is the focal distance for the focus S. So we have the three distances and 3 points, you know that. Can you find the incenter or not? So the above formula we can write the incenter, that is say your point is some h comma k. This is your point on the locus. H comma k is equals to A cos theta into 2AE. That is 2A square E cos theta plus AE into A into 1 plus E cos theta. That is nothing but A square E into 1 plus E cos theta plus minus A square E minus A square E into 1 minus E cos theta. 1 minus E cos theta by sum of the sides 2AE plus A plus A, these two gets cancelled, 2A. Sum of the focal distances any point from any point on the ellipse is always equal to the major length, that is 2A. Clearly minus AE cos theta plus AE cos theta gets cancelled. This is the entire x coordinate, and y coordinate is also 2AB E sin theta, 2AB E sin theta plus 0 into something 0, this 0 into something 0, entirely plus 0, whole divided by 2AE plus 2A. 2AE plus 2A. Right? By simplifying we get some point, it is h comma k. You have to eliminate theta, then we obtain the required locus. How to do this one? 2A square cos theta, A square E into 1, here minus A square E into 1. So A square E into 1, A square E into 1 gets cancelled. A square E square cos theta minus into minus plus A square E square cos theta. So this is nothing but 2A square cos theta plus 2A square E square cos theta by 2A into 1 plus E, comma 2AB E sin theta by 2A into 1 plus E. 2A gets cancelled here. Now 2A square, you can take common 2A square. Here 2A square cos theta. It is 2A E into A. 2A square E cos theta is there. 2A square E cos theta. 2A square E you make common. That is equals to 2A square E into E cos theta plus 1. 2A square E square. Once if you take the 2A square E, 2A square E cos theta, E cos theta plus you have 1 plus E cos theta. Cos theta you may also common, take common that one. Here 2A E square cos theta into, what is the remaining here, E plus 1. 2a square e square. A square is also common. 2a square e square cos theta you may common. E plus 1 by 2a into 1 plus e. Comma. be sin theta by 1 plus e. So 2a here 2a gets cancelled. Now 1 plus e and 1 plus e also gets cancelled. We have the h comma k as h comma k is equals to, what is the remaining thing here? A e square cos theta. A e square cos theta comma be sin theta by 1 plus e. be sin theta by 1 plus e. From that you can calculate easily cos theta and sin theta. You can write the locus. What about cos theta? Cos theta is equals to h by a e square and sin theta is equals to 1 plus e into k by b. Okay. H by, this is nothing but 2a into e plus 1. So this is the way. Cos theta and sin theta you have. By squaring and adding, you can easily eliminate the theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. H square by a square e power 4 plus 1 plus e square into k square by b square e square is equals to 1. So locus of h comma k is what? X square by a square e power 4 plus 1 plus e square into y square by b square e square is equal to 1. Is it ellipse or not? So the required locus is an ellipse. So just by finding the incenter and eliminate theta, we obtain the locus. So the locus is an ellipse. See the calculation once again here. This is a into 1 plus e cos theta, a plus or minus ex1, a plus or minus e into cos theta, a cos theta, x1 is nothing but a cos theta. By taking a common, a into 1 plus e cos theta is one focal distance, a into 1 minus e cos theta is the another focal distance. A into 1 plus e cos theta for minus a e comma 0, a into 1 minus e cos theta for a e comma 0. This is 2ae. So 2ae into a cos theta, that is 2a square e cos theta. 2a square e cos theta. This is 2a square e cos theta. 2a square e cos theta plus a square e into 1 plus e cos theta minus a square e into 1 minus e cos theta, that will be same. Here what is that? 2a square e. 2a square e cos theta, not 2a e square. 2a square e cos theta. 2a square e you can common. 2a square e into cos theta. Just there is small correction. See here, this is 2a square e cos theta you may common. 2a square e cos theta into 1 plus e. This is 2a square e cos theta. Here e will be remain by 2a into 1 plus e. Comma same thing. This is nothing but 2a gets cancelled. be sin theta by 1 plus e. So 2 gets cancelled. a gets cancelled. e gets cancelled. 1 plus e gets cancelled. So we have e is there. E cos theta comma be sin theta by 1 plus e. E cos theta comma be sin theta by 1 plus e. So the calculation part is a little bit, you have to be very careful by writing the points. So what is that? What we have? AE cos theta, comma, BE sin theta by 1 plus E. BE sin theta by 1 plus E. This is the thing. So instead of A square, you have to write A square, 2A square E cos theta plus A square E square cos theta plus again you have A square E square cos theta. 2A square E cos theta is there plus 2A square E square cos theta. So 2A square E cos theta you have to common, 1 plus E is there. By already 2A into 1 plus E is also there. 2A into 1 plus E. 1 plus E gets cancelled. 2 gets cancelled. AE is also gets cancelled. AE cos theta is remain like that. AE cos theta, BE sin theta by 1 plus E. This is the point on your locus H comma K. Now easily eliminate theta. What is your cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but H by AE. Sin theta is nothing but what is that? K into 1 plus E by BE. So by squaring and adding and then write the locus, x square by A square E square plus y square by B square. This is nothing but sin square theta, B square E square by 1 plus E whole square you may write is equals to 1. So this is the locus. Instead of K you have to write y square, 1 plus E can be right in the denominator also. X square by A square E square plus y square by B square E square into 1 plus E square. Is it ellipse or not? The required locus is an ellipse. So A square E square is there. B square E square by 1 plus E whole square. Whatever it may be, it is of the form A square, it is of the form B square. So the required locus is an ellipse. This is the locus of the incenter of the triangle formed by the point P with foci S and S dash. So focal distance is A into 1 plus E cos theta. For the second focal distance is A into 1 minus E cos theta. Next question for the same paragraph. This is the question. The eccentricity of the locus of P is what? Already we obtained the locus. For that you have to write the eccentricity to that locus. Our locus is an ellipse. What is the ellipse equation? This is my ellipse equation. X square by A square E square plus y square by B square E square by 1 plus E whole square. So I write the equation in the next page. X square by A square E square plus x square by A square E square plus y square by B square E square by 1 plus E whole square is equal to 1. This is your ellipse. Required locus. For this locus you have to write the eccentricity. So your eccentricity E dash say that is equals to root of A square minus B square by A square. That is A square E square minus B square E square by 1 plus E whole square. You can take E square common, that becomes E when it is coming to the outside E. A square minus B square by 1 plus E whole square. All of you know that the value of B square is A square into 1 minus E square. A square into 1 minus E square by 1 plus E whole square. 1 plus E whole square. You can take A square again common. E into A into root of 1 minus 1 plus E into 1 minus E by 1 plus E whole square. by 1 plus e whole square. So 1 plus e gets cancelled. AE into root of 1 minus e by 1 plus e. So AE into root of 1 plus e minus of 1 minus e. 1 gets cancelled. 2e by 1 plus e. So what is your eccentricity of the ellipse? The required locus, what is that? AE into root of 2e by 1 plus e. Root of a square minus b square by a square is also there. That is a square e square is also there. A square e square by a square e square. When it is coming to the under root, what is that? AE. By AE you have to write AE. AE is also gets cancelled. That is 2e by 1 plus e under root. Root of 2e by 1 plus e. This is the answer. So eccentricity root of a square minus b square by a square you have to write. The denominator is a square e square. Don't forget that one. So your eccentricity is root of 2e by 1 plus e. This is also very simple. Once if you have the locus, you can write the eccentricity of the corresponding locus. Very easy for you. So the locus is this much. That is x square by a square e square plus y square by b square e square by 1 plus e whole square. This is the second question related to that paragraph. Now, this is the question. S and S dash are the foci of the ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal 1. Same story. Whose eccentricity is e. P is the variable point on the ellipse. Consider the locus of the incenter of the triangle PSS dash. This is the same paragraph. And the third question to this paragraph is like this. The maximum area of the rectangle inscribed in this locus is what? So the maximum area of the rectangle already we discussed. What is that? 2AB. Maximum area of the rectangle is 2AB. So for the locus you have to write 2AB. What is your locus? X square by a square e square plus y square by b square e square by 1 plus e whole square. This is your locus. For that you have to write AB values from that equation, substitute here. So maximum area is equals to 2 times of A means AE into B means BE by 1 plus E whole square. BE by 1 plus E whole square. That is nothing but 2AB E square by 1 plus E whole square. So maximum area of the rectangle that can be inscribed in that locus is 2AB E square by 1 plus E whole square. 1 plus E whole square. If it is whole square is there, that is the B. 2AB. B means here A is AE. B means BE by just you have 1 plus E. Not square is there. So 2AB E square by 1 plus E. 2AB E square by 1 plus E. A means here root of this value. B means root of the value. If you have any confusion, you write A dash B dash. For x square by A dash square plus y square by B dash square equal to 1. Maximum area of the rectangle that can be inscribed in that ellipse is 2A dash B dash. What is B dash? BE by 1 plus E. So BE by 1 plus E, that is 2 into AE. 2AB E square by 1 plus E. No square is there. So this is the way. We can crack easily the 3 problems related to that paragraph. How to get 2A dash B dash? Just we prove within minute. This is the ellipse. This is the rectangle which is inscribed in the ellipse. We have to find out the maximum area of that rectangle. Suppose your ellipse is x square by A dash square plus y square by B dash square. Then any point on that one is A dash cos theta comma B dash sin theta. So its distance is 2A dash cos theta. Its distance is 2B dash sin theta. 2A dash cos theta into 2B dash sin theta. It is nothing but 2A dash B dash into 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta. This is sin 2 theta. So what is the maximum value of sin 2 theta? 1. So maximum area is nothing but 2a dash b dash. That is applied here. So already proved that one has 2a dash b dash for x square by a dash square plus y square by b dash square equal to 1. So you write the a dash b dash values and you can write the maximum area. So in this paragraph, the only one intention is you have to find out the locus. So just a simple calculation is that from that locus we have x square by a square e square plus y square by b square e square by 1 plus e whole square equal to 1 is there. From that locus you can write the eccentricity and we can write the maximum area of the rectangle that can be inscribed in the ellipse and so on. Okay. See this one, this is the next paragraph which is also related to the chapter ellipse. From the reading the paragraph itself, you have to do the some of the problems related to that one. Read that one. C1 is the circle, x square plus y square is equals to r square, and C2 is the another curve, that is ellipse. All of you know that one. X square by 16 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. Intersect at 4 distinct points. So these are two concentric curves. One is a circle, other one is ellipse. Intersected the 4 distinct points A, B, C, D. Their common tangents forms a parallelogram A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. This is the paragraph. So the first question related to that paragraph is, if ABCD is a square, then R is equals to what? R means what? Radius of the circle. So this is the ellipse, A greater than B case here. See the rough diagram. This is the ellipse and one circle intersect in this manner. Both are concentric. Their center is at origin. This is the center. Now these 4 points, the points of intersections are A, B, C, D. These 4 points forms a square. Then what is the radius of the circle? They are asking the question. First question. So for that, both the point of intersections have coordinates in this manner. This is some, what is the points A, B, C, D. Both x and y coordinates must and should be same numerically. Then only this becomes square, because both the distances must and should be same. A cos theta is equals to B sin theta should be maintained. Or otherwise you can solve that one also. X square plus y square is equals to r square is there. X square by 16 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. Both the coordinates must and should be same. Take the a cos theta equal to b sin theta. Use here. You can find the r value, or you can solve that one. By substitute the value of y square here itself, what happened? X square by 16 plus y square means what? R square by x square by 9 is equals to 1. So 9x square plus 16r square minus 16x square is equals to 144. Okay, this is minus 7x square plus 16r square is equals to 144. From that, what about 7x square? 7x square equal to 16r square minus 144. So x square is nothing but 16r square minus 144 by 7. Substitute here, we get the value of y square. So y square is nothing but r square minus x square. We mean r square minus of x square is nothing but 16r square minus 144 by 7. 7r square minus 16r square plus 144 by 7 is there. This is nothing but minus 9r square plus 144 by 7. So both the values are same, because x comma x, x comma minus x comma x, this is minus x comma x, that is x comma minus x. So both x square and y square values must and should be same. We equate just x square is equals to y square. What we obtain? 16r square minus 144 by 7 is equal to minus 9r square plus 144 by 7. 7 gets cancelled. So 25 r square is equals to 288. R is equals to root 288 by 5. So it is nothing but 144 into 2. 144 is coming to the outside 12. 12 root 2 by 5. So this is 12 root 2 by 5 is the answer. Then the radius of the circle, which is intersects the ellipse at 4 points. For that radius is what, my dears? 12 root 2 by 5. This is the answer. So what is the main basic idea? Both x and y coordinates should be same for their points of intersections. Then only this becomes square. Or otherwise you may take parametric point on the ellipse and substitute in that circle. You can take the coordinates, x coordinate equal to y coordinate, then also you can crack that one. This is the one way. So by solving itself, find x square, y square values, equate them, we get the radius 12 root 2 by 5 units. Okay. And let us see the next question related to the same paragraph. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is a square, then what is the radius? Here the ellipse and the circle intersected the 4 points. These are the common tangents. There exist 4 common tangents in this manner. These 4 common tangents forms a square. Then what is the radius of the circle they are asking? So these two curves are x square plus y square equal to r square and x square by 16 plus y square by 9 equal to 1. This is the common tangent. So when it forms a square, these are the coordinate axes. This makes equal intercepts, then only the parallelogram becomes square. So the intercepts must and should be same for that square formed by the coordinate axis. So the line is of the form x plus y is equals to some lambda. X plus y equal to lambda is tangent to the both curves. Now this is the condition. C square is equal to a square m square plus b square. So y is nothing but minus x plus lambda. C square is equals to a square m square 16 into 1 plus b square is 9, that is 25. So your lambda is nothing but plus or minus 5. So the tangents are x plus y is equals to plus or minus 5. So this is 5 comma 0. This is I think minus 5 comma 0. So this is the diagonal, length of the diagonal of the square. What they are asking? A, B, C, D, the common tangents forms a parallelogram. A dash, B dash, C dash is there. It is a square. Then R is equals to what? Then what is that radius? You have to find out the radius of the circle. This is x plus y equal to 5 is the tangent to the both circles. This is the tangent x square plus y square. This is the circle x square plus y square is equals to r square. We have to, this is the line x plus y equal to 5 is the tangent to that one. We can easily find the radius by taking r is equals to d. What is the radius of circle? R. D is nothing but perpendicular distance from center to the line. That is nothing but d. D is nothing but 5 by root 2. Therefore, radius of the circle is equals to 5 by root 2. 5 by root 2 is the radius of the circle, that is for x square plus y square is equals to r square. So after writing the tangent equation, that is tangent for both, therefore we can write, apply the condition, that is r is equals to d. So r is equals to 5 by root 2. Modulus of c by root of a square plus b square, that is nothing but 5 by root of 1 plus 1, that is 5 by root 2. Radius of circle is 5 by root 2. Okay. Next one. Last bit for this question, for paragraph. What is that? A dash, B dash, C dash is a square. Then the ratio of the area of circle C1 to the area of the circumference of the triangle A dash, B dash, C dash. Circle I think. circumcircle of the triangle A dash, B dash, C dash. Already the area of C1 is obtained. What is that? 5 by root 2. R is equals to 5 by root 2. When A dash, B dash, C dash forms a square, the radius to that x square plus y square equal to r square is 5 by root 2. This is the ellipse. This is the corresponding circle. This is the corresponding square. The area of the circumcircle, this is the circumcircle. Actually, what is the angle here? 90 degrees. That is the director circle to that one. So, director circle radius is what? Root 2r. So, root 2r means root 2 times of 5 by root 2, that is equals to 5. So, this is the radius of that circle, and radius for x square plus y square equal to r square is 5 by root 2. What they are asking? Ratio of the area of the circle C1. Area of the circle is pi r square, that is 25 by 2, is to area of that corresponding circumcircle. The circumcircle like that. The area of circumcircle is what? 25. Pi. R is 5 units, pi r square. Pi gets cancelled, 25 gets cancelled, 1 by 2 is to 1. So, the ratio is 1 is to 2. So, by reading the questions itself thoroughly and do the concepts, applying the formulae, we obtain all the solutions for this corresponding paragraphs. Okay, so what is the ratio here? 1 is to 2. In this manner, we can crack the problems. Thank you very much.